Your ability to switch into certain majors at the University of California, San Diego will soon be predicated on not just your undergraduate grade point average, but also your family's educational history, your residency, as well as your Pell Grant eligibility, also known as your family's income. That is the topic of today's video. My name is Craig Meister. I'm a college admissions coach. You can learn more about me and how you can work with me one-on-one throughout the entire college admissions process on my website, which is collegemeister.com. This is relatively new information that has hit the fan, as they say. The University of California, San Diego has announced on its website, I will link the website below, a new policy that goes into effect beginning in summer of 2025. I'm going to read it directly to you right from the horse's mouth. Quote, beginning in summer 2025, currently enrolled students who want to switch into a selective major will be able to apply to selective majors once per year between summer and fall quarters. The selection criteria for entry to the major will consider academic achievement in the specified screening courses and will also be aligned with UC San Diego's priorities of serving California residents, first-generation college students, and students from low-income families. Continuing students who apply to switch to a selective major must have completed the required screening courses for that major and be in good academic standing. They will then be considered for the major using a point system that awards 1 point each for having a 3.0 GPA or higher in the major screening courses, California residency, Pell Grant eligibility, which means your family's income has to be below a certain number of dollars, and first generation college status as determined by information received at the time of initial admission to UC San Diego. Students with the highest number of points will be admitted until all available spaces within the major have been filled. Ties will be broken using random selection. Being a double major does not disqualify a student from consideration. For more information on screening courses, see additional information found in the undergraduate section on the academic department websites linked below. And these are the academic departments that are implicated. These are the ones that are considered selective majors now at UC San Diego. Majors within the School of Biological Sciences. So there you go. Basically a lot of pre-med kids right there. So your ability to be a doctor, if you go to UC San Diego, is now going to be predicated not just on your academic performance. And I'd be even okay with maybe an interview. I'd be okay with, maybe letters of recommendation from a professor or two. And maybe even your activities once you've got into UC San Diego and how involved you are. But no, that's not on the table at all. It's not just based off your GPA. It's going to also be based off of your family income. If your ability to switch into a major that would potentially set you up to be a medical school student one day. Also your family's educational history, as well as whether or not you are from a family that is permanent resident in California versus maybe permanent resident in Utah or Montana or Washington State or elsewhere. So that's biological science. Data science is another implicated major. Public health, and within the the School of Engineering, the Jacobs School of Engineering, bioengineering, chemical engineering, computer science and engineering, electrical and computer engineering, mechanical and aerospace engineering, and currently, but they may be removed, the following two: nanoengineering and structural engineering. Those may no longer be selective shortly, but they're currently included in this list. So I guess my big takeaway would be, if you or someone you love or know is going to UC San Diego now or in the future, plan accordingly. If you want to major in something, apply to it as a first-year applicant when you apply to UC San Diego. I guess that's sort of the most agnostic comment I can provide at this point. Beyond that, I would say that this is overtly what I would call, in the classic definition, discrimination based off of immutable characteristics that students have no control over. I mean, you don't get to pick your parents and their education level. You don't get to, in most cases, as a minor, pick your resident, where you're resident from. That's your parents' decision or your parent decision. So the fact that 3 whole points in this 4-point scheme are based on your family's income, Pell Grant eligibility, your state of residency, where your family has chosen to live before you were even born or through your time as a minor, and also your, like I said, family educational history, where they did or did not go to college, your parents. I find that, frankly, I'm going to use a strong word now, I find it appalling. I was raised in the United States of America at a time when we were not to judge individuals based on their immutable characteristics. We were to judge them based off of their daily actions and their actions over time. And even sometimes split second actions. If it's good enough or bad enough, you can reward or punish someone for actions conducted. But to reward or punish someone based on the fact that their parents did or did not get a 4-year degree, or their parents chose to live on this side of the border of California versus that side of the border of California, or also how much your parents are able to pull in an income each year. The fact that you would reward or punish someone overtly for that, I feel like that is not just appalling, but in a classical sense, when you think of sort of what America was striving to be at most times in its history, it's anti-American. It's anti-American, what I just read. So from my perspective, I can no longer recommend University of California, San Diego to any student. And this is not just students who are wealthy, students whose families are well educated in terms of 4-year degrees, and students who are not from California, though obviously those are the ones most hurt by this new scheme. I can't recommend it for anyone, because if an institution is willing to create a 2-tiered system based off of identity, I can't sign on to that, and I cannot recommend it. Now, I'm not saying I don't work with individuals who may applaud this, and their value system may align very much with this, and I respectfully disagree with individuals who would sit in that camp. But I myself, as a college admissions coach who stays current on policies and procedures and climates at different universities and colleges around the country and around the world, cannot in good conscience any longer recommend University of California, San Diego. And that's very sad. There are a lot of really impressive aspects of University of California, San Diego. I've known students who've been extremely wonderful individuals to go there, who come from great families of all different income levels and all different residency statuses and all different educational levels historically. To think that once they get there, they're going to be put in one line for this type of student and one line for this type of student, I just can't in any way condone that. And in fact, I will come out right now and say I condemn it entirely. And I'm shocked that in the United States of America in 2024, this is allowed. I don't know if UC San Diego will get any pushback for this. I don't know how much this has or has not been reported in the media, particularly outside of California. Already, of course, California has the right, as with their public institutions, to prioritize admitting in-state students, which they of course do, because these are taxpayer-funded institutions. Taxpayers of California arguably have been funding these institutions for generations. They deserve front of the line to get in. But once you are in, whether you're from in-state or out of state, I believe there should be not discrimination based off of state residency status of that student. I believe there should not be discrimination based off of a student's family's income. And I believe there should not be discrimination based off of a student's parents' educational history. All of those things run highly counter to my personal value system. And I wonder what you think about this. I mean, maybe you agree with the way in which this is being unfurled. I will link again below to the UC San Diego website where you can read this directly from UC San Diego. UC San Diego has made a point in recent years to be proudly a Hispanic-serving institution. As I read, this aligns with the current powers that be in their value system at UC San Diego. As far as I know, no lawsuits have yet been filed, but I can't imagine they won't be. Though maybe California and UC San Diego won't face that. Maybe there's enough agreement that this is the right way forward, in which case, count me out. I personally don't understand this. I don't understand how it's in any way something that adults could have signed off on in the United States of America in 2024 and published. But this is what exists today on the UC San Diego website. Will this be edited by the time you watch this video? Maybe it will be. I will take a screenshot and I will even put it into this video so that you can see that I actually captured what I just read in early May of 2024. So in the event that they do try to change this policy because of blowback, which I'm assuming there will be some blowback, how much I don't know, that you at least know this really happened. This was not a dream. This was not a hallucination. This is actually happening in the United States of America in 2024. If you are interested in working with someone who has been working in the field of college admissions for 18 years, and you want support as you navigate some or all of the college admissions process, you can go to my website, collegemeister.com, to learn more about me and how you can, again, work with me one-on-one. If you were edified and educated by this video and enjoyed it, or maybe you got angry by it, but you still found it fascinating, you can, and you should, give this video a thumbs up and also consider subscribing to my channel. Again, if you have comments about this, I encourage you to share those civilly in the comments below. And until next time, my name is Craig Meister, and I encourage you to stay safe, stay well, and most importantly, stay stress-free as much as you possibly can throughout the entire college admissions process.